Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Krishna Gopal. In this video, we are going to talk about the set. In the last video, we have discussed about the dictionary in the Python. So let's start today's video by defining what is a set. So set is nothing. Set is an unordered collection of the unique elements. This is the same set what we already have studied in the class 11th of our mathematics book. So it is a collection of the unique elements. Say the elements can't be repeated in the set. It is the same like the keys in a dictionary. If you remember, in the last video we have discussed about the dictionary, where I explained like keys of a dictionary are unique, where the values can be duplicate, but the keys are the unique. So you can treat the set as the dictionary keys. So how we can create the set in a Python? So to define the set, we have the two ways. Like if I already have in a list, that is a list one, which have the countries abbreviation I have in the list one. So suppose I want to convert this into the set, I have to rewrite here set, and I have to pass here the list one, which is already defined. So if you write like this, so you can see the set in the curly braces where you see the unique element. Now suppose if I put another element, say again if I put India in this list, then according to our definition, the India should become only one time. India should not come two times, because sets is a unique collection of an elements. So if I run this one, so you can see the India comes only the one time. So this is the one way. When we have another data types, when we have another data structure, say list, and I have to be converted into the set. So this is the way we can convert. Suppose I want to define one set. How to define the set one? You have to put the curly braces, then you have to be define the integers. Suppose I define the 1 2 1 3 4 2, but it should give me a unique element. So when I print the set 1 here, so it should give me the 1 2 4. So this is the way we can define the set in the Python. So if you watch my last videos, you know, after defining the data structure, we learned how to access that element. But actually the sets not support the indexing, whereas if you see in the list, we learn about the indexing. So if we have a list, so I say we have the list 1, which is actually a list, and if I give here the 0, I can see the India here. So if I give the 0 here, you can see the India come. But if I give the set 1, which is actually we convert the list 1 into the set. So if I put here the index 0, I get the type F, that set object is not subscriptable. So set don't support indexing or slicing. This is the one of the most important point. But set support the mathematical set operation, because this set is have the same properties. So it support the mathematical operation like union, intersection, difference, and the symmetric difference. Suppose I have the list 1 and list 2. You already know how we can convert it into the set. So set 1, if I define here so we can write a set and the list 1, and for the set 2 we can write the same syntax. So this is the set 2 we have. Now if I want to take the union, what is a union? So union is a collection of all the unique element in both the sets. Suppose I want to do the union here, so set 1 dot union set 2. So if I see here, so I can see the unique element 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 are the unique element in both the set 1 and set 2. Same this way also you can define the union, and you can use the binary operator also to define the union. So if you write here set 2, you can see the same result. So the next one is the intersection. Intersection is the common elements in both the sets. What are the common element in the set 1 and set 2, and how we define this one? This is pretty simple. Same syntax. We have to be write here only the intersection. So we write here the intersection, and we can see the unique elements are this. Same we can define this one by the binary operator. You can put the and you can see the same result you get. So set element generally must be immutable. Sets elements are not mutable. So because already I told, like, sets are the dictionary keys and dictionary keys are the immutable, say, and same as sets elements are generally must be the immutable. If you now jump to this book what we are following in our series, that is the Python for Data Analysis by the O'Reilly, you can read about it. I already cover, and these are the some set operation, like what we can do with the set. So if you just go through one time you can understand, but be truthful, I'm not used so much time sets in my data analysis, but is one of the most important part of a Python, so I'm covering in this video. Because wherever we have to use the unique element, I already told, like, dictionary is the one of the most useful and one of the most convenient way to convert the raw data into the structure format, so we can use the keys as the unique elements. So that's the way, like, we not use, but it's have some application, some way we have to be use the set when we have to be perform the mathematical operation, or we are doing the mathematical analysis. There we need sets. So sets have its own importance in the Python, I'm not denying it, but somehow we are not using it in a wide range compared to the list and the dictionary. So that's what we already cover, these all the data structure in the Python. That is the list, tuple, set, and the dictionary. So there's some operation, like you can check the subset and the superset by just this one, and same syntax in place of the union intersection. You have to be check if the subset, you can write the subset is subset, and for the superset you can write the is superset. And the most important, the sets are equal if and only if their elements that what are inside the sets are equal. If their contents are equal, then the sets are the equal. So that's all regarding this data structure in the Python. In the next video we will learn about the list, set, and dict comprehension. This is the one of the most important, which makes our code easy to read and reduce the time and space complexity. So this one we learned with some few examples, and we'll meet you soon in the next video with this topic. After that, take care, bye bye, thanks for this video.